Hello and welcome. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. Today we're going to talk about cryptocurrency news. Bitcoin, the crypto market has turned blood red. Has DeFi gone mainstream? And Coinbase commerce and retail purchases. It looks like Coinbase is trying to help Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies go mainstream. And so don't miss a minute of this video. You're going to find some great information in it. Today, can we get 99 likes on this video? Help us out. Those likes really make a huge difference. I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is my opinion. So, Bitcoin has fallen to 9.6 thousand amid a bloody Sunday for XRP, ETH, and the altcoins. As you can see by this chart, everything is in the red with a few exceptions such as Link, Leo, etc. But I think if we redid the chart, that it would actually be even redder than it was when this was created. So this has been a bad weekend for the Bitcoin price bulls. Most other cryptocurrencies fared much worse. However, as evidenced by Bitcoin's market dominance rising 1% from yesterday to 63.2%, the bad weekend for the bulls began on Saturday, losing the $10,000 level. Today, Bitcoin USD has tumbled further and bounced off key resistance at somewhere around $9,600, which also happens to be the 20-day moving average, or 20 MA. So what's Bitcoin's next move? The $9,850 level needs to be reclaimed according to regular Cointelegraph markets analyst Philb, in order to avoid dropping further to the 9.4 or 9.5 or even the 8.8K support levels. And so I'm always very bullish on Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market. But you know, when you look at cryptocurrency and Bitcoin history, this is kind of normal even for a Bitcoin bull market. It takes dips, comes back up, takes a dip, comes back up, takes a dip, all in the process of climbing to new all-time highs. And so with us approaching the halvening, and this is just my opinion, this is not financial advice, but I see this as just another blip on the radar on the route to higher highs. But again, as always, time will tell. The DeFi market is going mainstream. So DeFi begins to move from a niche market to mainstream finance. And all of this is happening right in front of us. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. In 1 year, the total value of Ethereum locked in the DeFi or decentralized finance markets have increased from $317 million to over $1 billion. With increased levels of activity in the market sector, the next logical progression appears to be focused on making DeFi solutions more mainstream. And so that's one of the things that most DeFi projects are working on, is making their applications easier to use for just regular people. You know, some of them have been a little bit, I don't want to say user unfriendly, but their interfaces could use some work. And so that's actually been happening. And many different applications are in the process of streamlining that even further. As previously reported by Cointelegraph, the total Ethereum value locked in the DeFi market has crossed the $1 billion mark. Data from analytics platform DeFiPulse.com reveals that the current market value represents an almost 300% increase from 12 months ago. And so there's been a 300% increase in the number of loans and number of people who are earning interest on their cryptocurrency in the last 12 months. And so that's a very significant increase. But as this paragraph here points out, it's pretty astounding, to be honest. 1 billion in locked DeFi may seem minuscule compared to legacy finance, but we need to examine it for what it could be, not what it currently is. Paired with the blooming growth of exchange products from derivatives to staking services, and it's only natural that more users will tap DeFi products in the never-ending search for yield among an uncertain economic background backdrop of negative interest rates and slow growth. And so it really looks like that this process is going to continue to grow. And as I mentioned, $1 billion in finance is actually a very small amount. And so as the decentralized finance applications begin capturing more and more value in the loans that are being created on a global scale, this number is naturally going to increase. In fact, I've put up S charts before. An S chart is one of those charts that goes, when you see something go from just a small percentage of the population to a majority of the population, there's a period of extremely fast growth. And when you look at the overall finance market, we're in the infant stages of this. There's only a couple, 1% or even less that are actually using DeFi products. And as this gets more and more mainstream, we're going to see this 300% growth may be a small blip on the radar. We may see times where we see 1,000% growth or who knows what. But, normally when you go from something that's got a small percentage, 1 or 2 or 3% of the population using it, to 50, 60, 70% of the population using it, that growth period in between the small and the large scale can see much bigger gains than just 300%, especially in this digital age where over 5.5 billion people in the world have a smartphone in their hands. That's 5 out of 7 people on the globe today have smartphones. And so that gives them easy access to applications such as decentralized finance and cryptocurrencies. And so we're on the verge of something big. That's my opinion. It's not financial advice. Coinbase Commerce integrates DAI cryptocurrency for merchant payments. So Coinbase Merchant Payments arm has added support for the DAI stablecoin, bringing together online retail and decentralized finance. MakerDAO announced Thursday Coinbase Commerce had integrated DAI as a payment method, opening the cryptocurrency up to affiliated online merchants and online commerce platforms like Shopify and WooCommerce. The integration will introduce merchants to a growing segment of the cryptocurrency market, allowing them to bridge the gap between DeFi dApps, entrepreneurs, and their own real-world businesses, according to the blog post. Coinbase Commerce is a free service to use for online retailers, allowing them to integrate cryptocurrencies into their businesses. Starting out with Bitcoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, the platform has only added support for USDC. The stablecoin created by Circle and Coinbase is part of their Center consortium since its February 2018 launch. And so it's been around for about 2 years now, but Coinbase Commerce is going to be, it's allowing, if you had an online business and you wanted to add cryptocurrency to your online website, Coinbase Commerce is one of the options out there that you could use. And the interesting thing about this is it's opening up a huge market in the DeFi world, because somebody can go and get a loan using MakerDAO's cryptocurrency, so they can get a loan and then they can turn right around and go and purchase something. So, what that kind of tells me, how you walk into a place that sells washing machines, or they sell different appliances, and you can get a loan on the spot to purchase that washing machine. Well, I don't think we're far from seeing something similar with decentralized finance, where you're going to go to somebody's website and you want to buy XYZ appliance, or maybe you want to buy an expensive camera, or some other item that you're purchasing online, and instead of having to pay for money out of your own pocket, you may end up being able to use on the spot a cryptocurrency loan and purchase that using a cryptocurrency such as MakerDAO, or even Bitcoin, Ethereum, or one of the others. And so we may see this evolve to a point where online merchants are using decentralized finance to sell their goods and products directly through their apps, through their online stores instead of somebody having to go to MakerDAO's website and fill out the form, get the loan, and then go and transfer that coin to whatever online merchant and actually make the purchase. And so we're seeing the brick and mortar world become more and more like, or we're seeing the online world become more and more like the brick and mortar world. Sorry, I got that backwards. And so it's kind of interesting how all this is progressing. The Coinbase Commerce integration means DAI could potentially be accepted at roughly 4 million online merchants that use this payment service. Coinbase said it had exceeded more than 135 million in merchant transactions in 2019, and that is a 600% increase since 2018. And so it looks like the future is bright for Coinbase Commerce, and I wouldn't be surprised to see this 600%, I don't know about 600% specifically, but it wouldn't surprise me to see a continued dramatic growth in the months and years to come. Because even today with Coinbase Commerce, they're just touching it's such a small percentage. When you think of how much online business is happening, $135 million is a drop in the bucket. That was a 600% increase. And so when this hits several billion dollars, it will have had years where that 600% increase actually looked small. All right, so that's our video for today. How can I be of service to you? Do you have any questions you'd love me to answer? Or do you disagree with anything that I said? I'd love to hear your polite disagreements below. Please leave them in the comments on the YouTube channel. In the meantime, like, subscribe, and hodl, and I hope that you have a fantastic day.